Welcome back to Let's Play Medieval 2 Total War Definitive Edition. England campaign episode of 61st with me, Squawk. And yes, those of you who don't follow Creative Assembly or didn't hear the news, we ain't just playing any Medieval 2 now, bitch. We're playing fucking definitive Medieval 2 Total War. The difference is jack shit, really. Like, legit, there's no fucking difference. Though I'll just quickly go into it before we kick off today's episode. Those of you who don't own Medieval 2, Napoleon Total War, or Empire Total War, basically CA has now bundled these games with all their DLC, so now the DLCs come for free with the game. And those who paid for the DLCs can eat shit, really. Yeah. Boy, is my wallet's face red. Well, I've actually owned those games in my Steam library for ages. So, yeah. By the way, if you've been on the fence about getting Medieval 2, now I'd say definitely get it because you'll get the DLC, which comes with 4 extra campaigns. Empire's DLCs include like better unit rosters and additional campaign. And Napoleon, I think that's more of the same, more unit rosters and also a bonus campaign about Portugal, who is no longer with us in this campaign, unfortunately. So yeah, that's just that bit of Creative Assembly news out. Right. Anyway, let's return to other matters, which is what the fuck are we up to today? Well, what we're up to is we are going to invade Milan because I said so, and because I don't like Milan anymore. They have this thing about killing popes all the time, and because I'm not allowed to touch the Holy Roman Empire, well, I can, but the Pope will probably attempt to knock it off if I do. Basically, I'm going to take out Milan because they're fair game for any Catholic factions to take out right now due to their long-term excommunication. So, yeah, Milan looks like an easy steal. I'm going to try and get a spy heading up to Genoa, and we're going to have a look into that. And there's also a few other pressing matters we need to look at, but that's our focus in Europe. On the borders, our focus is not getting murdered by Poland, though I have to admit, Fawn's looking a bit tempting this time of year. But then, and actually, this is a big army, and I was actually going to use it against the HRE, but to be honest, I kind of need a strong garrison army to keep back Polish shenanigans, so I might keep this army hitched up in Breslau for now. This is like my Poland deterring force. That's, yeah, we'll go with that. And yeah, then I've just got this shit to do. I've also got a witch bumming around in the area. I don't think I have any priests in the area, or at least I had a priest. I think he went. Oh no, wait, he's over there.
Yes.
How quick could you get to this witch? Too many fucking turns time, really. You just keep going to Oslo.
Continuing once I have
I'll make someone else do it. Anyway, Michelle's already a colonel, so this is probably just another chance to. Oh yeah, I never started to recruit one. Anyway, we got a new priest on the way, and he'll deal with the witch. The bitch witch. So yeah, we're gonna really just focus on trying to make our opening moves against the Milanese today. We're also going to try and toughen up our Middle Eastern territories because we are now at war with the Sicilians. And while I'm not really too bothered about the Sicilians who lurk in Africa, because I think they're probably going to be somewhat docile since the Mongolians recently kicked their teeth in, it's actually the Sicilians of the Mediterranean who are going to be the threat. Both ones over here, they're probably going to be quite quiet for now. Oh, bless me. Mainly because we've got Hungary sitting in between us. However, I suspect the ones chilling out in Naples and Palermo, and possibly what used to be called something or other, may be an issue, because I'm intending to use Marseille, Toulouse, and eventually Genoa as my main crusading shipping lanes from basically from my home regions to my Middle Eastern war efforts against the Mongols. This basically means I think the Sicilians are going to try and scupper that, so it's probably now high time we started thinking navally as alongside militarily as well. So we need to start working on a navy in Marseille and Toulouse. Fortunately, Toulouse is a castle, so I think that gives us access to better warships. I'm probably wrong, actually. I think cities can just do good naval recruitment anywhere. I think pretty much anywhere can do. I mean, we could build a naval academy in Marseille, which will actually give us cheaper warships and also additional experience for recruited ships. So I like the sound of getting a naval academy set up. Let's actually have a look in the building browser now and see what direction we need to go. So Castles and cities can both build ports, so we're already on the shipwright level. So a dockyard will give us access to the gun hulk, which is, I guess that might be our best unit yet. And actually, castles have the exact same thing. Admiralty is a city thing only, so we have a naval academy, and then the Admiralty actually gives us additional experience for cannon-equipped ships, and then it also gives us a further discount on a naval recruitment in general. And then ports, sea trade is also just a city only thing. So basically, castles can recruit decent navies, but cities can do it better because we can specialise and improve them through having basically Admiralty and also trading posts. So merchants' wharfs are just merchant wharfs, warehouses, and docklands just basically give us better trading prospects. Something we should definitely tap into now that we're on the Mediterranean as well. We do have trading relations with the Moors and the Spanish, so that'll help us out quite a lot. And maybe we can try and bring the Sicilians to the table to get them to talk peace. A war with Sicily is not something I don't really want to commit to, and to be honest, I think they're decent people. I have nothing against the Sicilians, so I think we'll try it. We'll wait to that. However, if they do something, if they commit a transgression that's pretty crappy, then naturally I will have to act. But for now, I'm just gonna let them have a stupid war. We'll deal with them as they come. Speaking of, we've got a lot to do still. We are currently doing some emergency troop recruitment in both Toulouse and Marseille. These troops are going to be sent to the Middle East in order to try and take back the Holy Land from the Mongols. We were doing this originally, but then I kind of got excommunicated in return for kicking out France. Which basically meant my 2 crusading armies actually just basically vanished into thin air, so that didn't work out for me. I'm also going to try and do a little bit of work on our economy. Our economy's been pretty strong recently, but I think it could be stronger. So we're going to look into that as well. That's our sort of our agenda for today. So Gaza, as it stands, is currently under siege. We're being sieged by Order, who
you will have no rights once you are my
prisoner. Yeah, we got this guy dealing with us. So his army is pretty much the usual Mongol humdrum, except it's a bit more artillery focused, which could be an issue for us. We managed to deal with the last dude who took us down, which was Kamenglai. The new Khan, I don't know where he is. Also, by the way, Poland was crusading, but they kind of gave up. They decided to make peace with the enemy, which basically means...
It will be an honor to defeat you, dear foe.
I hope actually this means his entire army disbands, because if that does, that's going to be fucking hilarious. So yeah, we're in a bit of a sitch. Also, you, Perkin, I have a plan for you. I want to try and get the Hungarians as an ally now, because the Poles have kind of disowned them. So,
approaching their dignitary, yeah. Sire.
I want Hungary as an ally now. I think they'd make a good ally, and then we just run into a big old Turkish army, or tiny
approaching
Turkish
their
army.
Dignitary, sire.
Either way, that's what I'm going to be our plan is. And also, we'll try and get him to try and chat with Sicily and see if there's a way we can get peace out of them. By the way, speaking of diplomacy, I know I've constantly ragged on about how crap diplomacy is in this game, but I don't know if any of you have seen it, but the upcoming Total War game, Three Kingdoms. Fucking hell, the diplomacy in that game looks absolutely brilliant. It's like what I fucking want in this game, really. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. Right, so what we're doing in the Middle East right now. So we're going to deal with Order in a minute. I think ideally we need to sally forth because he's only going to attack next turn. And I think really we need to take the aggressive line with the Mongols now. Because Gaza is a territory I simply cannot afford to lose because it's protecting both Alexandria and Cairo. And Dongola is still basically desperately working on getting high quality troops prepared, and it's basically it's going to be what, at least 10 turns until we get our first major army from Europe shipped down here. So we're already in a bad position. So Cairo is just recruiting whatever it can. It's basically going to be it's just all militia, which I know is so crap to recruit, but when they're back against the wall, we don't really have much of a choice. We're also going to try and get a gunsmith set up in Alexandria or Cairo. It's going to be either town, really, because both are working towards it. I think a few bombards, while we haven't used them yet, they could probably break up the Mongols and maybe cause some fear in them. Alexandria is currently just... actually, Alexandria's already working on the gunsmith, sorry, so we are going to get our bombards out. In terms of recruitment, we're just going to keep the spears coming. The more spears we get out, the better, basically. I would like to get more merchants in the area, but for now we're just pure military. Dongo is also about to complete the next level of armory, so we're gonna have our battle with order in a minute. We're just gonna quickly wrap up any other little campaign things we have to do before we do any battles. We have some rebels in the area. Captain Juelam. Also, I need to do with Christoffel at some point because he's fucking up trade. But right now, he's not my biggest priority. He's gonna go down at some point. If anything,
May we meet on the battlefield.
It may be wise to send an assassin to do it for me. Charles, what's your chance of killing Christoffel now he's got no allegiance?
Name thy target.
15,
sire.
because you're still absolutely terrible at your job, right? Kind of had him wandering around. I kind of want him... I mean, I've got a spy in here yet? No, I don't. But I do want to get a spy looking after the Milanese now. So,
Where to, sire?
Philip Paul. Milan is already looking really weak. I don't have a readout on Genoa. So, could you just get into Genoa and let me know what the sitch is? Ideally, because of the strength of the Milanese forces, we do have the strength, even though they're getting... basically, having a snot kicked out of him by the Pope as well, or he's doing what he can. I kind of want to take both towns with as little time in between them as possible. Basically, we wanted to go for a double strike. Okay, while I somehow got away with it this time around, we've really got to start recruiting shorter spies. And it looks like Genoa may have a garrison that is somewhat decent. They've got their Genoese crossbow militia, so those guys are probably going to be a bit of a pain in my ass, especially when we're trying to siege them. We've also got a unit that's still unfamiliar to us as well, some Italian spearmen, but we'll just count them as regular spears. We've got, and also they have something too. We've got something known as the dismounted broken lance, which it looks like they're just an average infantry dude. However, they've got plate armor, so they're basically on the same level as maybe as an armored swordsman. So yeah, they're going to be tough. They're going to be very tough, especially with their stamina. They're probably an infantry who can basically dig in and fight the fight for as long as possible. So Genoa's going to be a tougher one to crack. So we need to make sure we've got some good anti-infantry kit in Genoa, as well as a plan to just break it as soon as possible, which might mean some heavy artillery may be called for. So I am trying to prepare some troops, and I was going to use the troops out of Breslau. However, I think I'd rather keep these lads at Breslau for now, because I want something that deters the Polish. But it may be nice if we could empty Magdeburg's garrison and maybe some of Stettin's garrison, and we'll send them heading towards Milan now. And then we'll also prepare some troops in Staufen and Bern to take on Genoa. So, what can we lose in Magdeburg? Well, we definitely need to take the artillery. Longbows, yeah, they're always welcome. Yeomans, they're always fantastic. Take the levies, take the Dismounted Feudal Knights. They're probably not really going to compete that well against, say, the Dismounted Broken Lances, but
As you wish.
they can probably still put in their hours. And yeah, I know they're not brilliant, but take some milk. Nice. Could always use a bit of cavalry. We'll send the Demi Lancers out of Stettin, by the way. We'll send the additional broken, sorry, not the broken. This I feel like send the Billman, send some extra spears, send some extra knights as well, because they're very experienced ones to send extra longbows. I know the Yeomans are depleted, but take them as well, and also bring the artillery.
As you wish.
We'll get these lads to link up, and we'll have them go. And I don't know, Giles, how are you feeling right now? He's still very loyal, so don't really need him to do anything right now. Have I got anyone around who's feeling a little bored? Have I got any bored generals in the area? How are you feeling right now, Edward? He might. Oh, actually, Edward's doing all right. Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, he's actually still feeling quite appreciated. Right. Who's in Nuremberg right now? No one's in Nuremberg. I need to find someone who's a bit bored. Oh, I kind of want to have a general do it. Francis. Oh yeah, Francis looks like he's seen better days. However, he's technically not bored yet, so he's fine. How about Prince Harry Spill? Well, he's too busy being the heir. He's the heir apparent, basically, and he's getting old. He's probably not going to see the throne because I haven't yet clumsily got King Arthur killed in battle yet, who's currently over here.
Yes.
He's got some rebels to kill as well today. He's also leading his little fucking gentleman's club. Fucking hell, King Arthur's only 36 and the fucking prince is 56. What kind of backwards universe did we wind up in? What's going on with our family tree again? I need to double check this shit. Oh yeah. Sorry, I forgot. King Arthur. He's still a bit of a virgin. He didn't get a girlfriend, unfortunately, because there's no girls in York apparently. So yeah, he's having a bit of a dry spell still, which means yeah, Prince Harry Spill got it. Fucking somehow. How the hell did he become the crown prince? I mean, his dad's still alive. It should have been John. Fucking hell, I bet John's feeling a bit pissed. No wonder he's constantly feeling unappreciated. He's in Breslau. Oh, fuck. John, you're staying in Breslau because I mean, you stay there and get pissed on fucking Polish ale or something. Yeah, but no wonder he's fucking pissed off. We've got Lothwine. He's in Osweiler. Joffrey. He's in Stockholm. Let's just go through our list of dudes, right? Right, who is where? So, John, you're in Breslau. King Arthur. Giles.
Hail my king!
See, well, I want to take someone who's just having a bit of a bad day. Simon Baker, how are you feeling? Yeah, he's still appreciated. Let's see, anyone else? Anyone else? I've eyes in clan heavy on. Leonard Lewis. Wow, Leonard Lewis is so fucking loyal despite the fact I ignore him all the time. Toby Westbury, he's also... I guess these people are just loyal because they get to stay in England or something. Prince Harry, he's fine. Thomas, he's in Iverness. Barnaby of Cayenne, he's fine. Yeah, I don't... Why is everyone suddenly happy? I need unhappy people. I could take advantage of them and make them do shit for me. Francis is in Dijon. Yeah, probably gonna be Francis at this rate, actually. So I've got no one else who's bored. And also Francis could use some more loyalty and maybe some more experience, actually. So Francis, I'm calling upon you to lead a host. Except you could probably lead the host that's coming out of here, so I'm gonna have to use someone else now. Ah, bugger it. Giles, you have a proven track record of being a pretty good general, so get your ass over here.
Sending a mighty host of your troops, sire.
And oh fucking hell, we're actually gonna go over on our unit limit as well.
Hail my king!
Well, both of you start moving, so we may as well just try and get some motion, and we're gonna link up in the Alps, and you lot are gonna take on Milan. And don't bother talking me out of this invasion because it's gonna bloody happen. Because you know what?
Continuing later.
They are fair game, and it's just look. They're just basically, I mean, they've basically won themselves the unlucky position of being a teeny tiny nation next to a big bad empire. So we're just gonna absorb. We're gonna absorb and next done. Will give me proximity to Pope, however, so it might give me more incentive than usual to basically not be a dick to him. Marseille is still working on troops for our crusading efforts, as is Toulouse. Yeah, Toulouse is pretty much up to standards recruitment. Bordeaux's also getting additional troops for us, so we're doing pretty good there. Probably could even send for some from Angers, really. Yeah, I need to really step up my recruitment game. Angers, start recruiting some do I want English knights? In a way, I need to focus on anything that's good against cavalry, in a way. And English knights, they're not going to cut it against the Mongols. They're too heavy, but get killed by cavalry really easy. They've got not got shields. Any infantry that you do use is probably going to be despite feudal knights and armoured swordsmen. Because they're not the best against cavalry, but they can also stand up to arrows and stuff, so yeah. Angers is going to assist us, and Cayenne, oh yeah, that's where Barnaby is, but what's more, Barnaby's just so loyal. Cayenne I can just leave alone right now. That being said, I need to get some other stuff going. Hamburg, by the way, why are you not building irrigation? Build some irrigation. Oh, we can build cannon towers now, by the way. That's going to be pretty good for blowing up enemies who I don't like. Gaza, can you build cannon towers? You probably can't. No, you can't. You probably need to be an advanced castle to do that shit. How big do I need to make this place to get towers that have fucking cannons on them? Improved towers. So above and go for cannon towers, by the way. It needs to be a citadel, so basically I need a maxed out place to get cannons as towers. Yeah, makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. So that's pretty good. We can start building fucking cannons now. Or it's towers that have cannons. So yeah. Anyway, I've still got a little bit of cash left to spend, and while I do want to spend it on recruitment, because I want to go overboard on some recruitment areas. At the same time, I really could use doing some buildings and upgrades. So yeah, Magdeburg is going to do some irrigation as well, because I need to get these two places unless we're population downward spiral. Admiral Nicholas, get yourself docked in Stettin for now.
Full sails.
I'm not going to go full aggressive against the Polish for now, because I have better things to do. I'd rather just hold the line against them, but for now, hold there in case they try and blockade our trade again. I don't want to send you to go and blockade the Polish, because they might see that as an escalation, and then they're just going to start really getting pissy at me. Okay, so that's pretty much our campaign management for this turn done. Whatever is built at Angers, by the way, is going to be used against Christoffel. However, for now, we are going to get our little rebel issue dealt with here. Deal with a little rebel issue here. Captain Gualam.
Come and fight me, you coward!
It's just a fucking unit, but just right. Send something inconsequential to kill him.
My lord.
Two armored swordsmen should be able to do a job more than good enough.
Wish,
right, knock him out. Done.
The day is ours, sire.
Right, merge them up.
Yes,
go back to Marseille, and then we're done. Maybe all of you go back to Marseille, by the way, please.
We'll make camp here, sire.
Right, anyway,
Be gone. You are not my liege.
I am your liege. Right, let's go take on whatever's here.
An order.
King Arthur's got all this stuff. He's still got his merchant capital militia, by the way. We're also going to hoover up whatever's after these dudes next turn. But then again, just recruit one additional archer militia, and then we can retrain shit. Okay, do some retraining, and then we're gonna get moving on our crusade, because I want to get going. Because yeah, King Arthur, he's gonna crusade as well. He's gonna pick up some troops as well. But for now, Captain Francis, just get in here. Well, sorry, not Captain Francis. Kill Captain Francis, please.
Slaughter them, my lord.
Yeah, King Arthur's going a bit mad now that he's actually getting to do killing again. He's so happy that he gets something to do. He just takes too much happiness in killing now. But hey, if you were sitting on a throne all your life, you'd probably appreciate the stimulation that you're bloody getting at long last, aren't you?
Victory! Nothing can stop us, sire.
Apart from the fact that you haven't stopped them yet. Right, now stop them properly, please.
They'll wish they'd never been born, sire.
Also, it's going to be a fight in my favourite terrain in the world, a fucking forest. So this will be a fun one where I'll just be playing blind for half the battle. Oh well, we'll do what we can. So we outnumber him by nearly double, 20 to 7 strength ratio, mainly because it's 2 units of armoured swordsmen. Alright, we'll need to be wary of those dudes, but my general spam's probably going to kill them off. The same goes for their English knights. They've proven themselves to be a pretty tough customer. My merchant camp militia, while also equipped with pretty good armour, suck balls in combat. Peasants and archer militia will nuke them. Alright, let's make this a nice, quick, clean battle, please. Just try not to die to the armoured swordsmen, please. We'll spray them with fire arrows and then use our generals to give them a really nasty hammer and anvil against our disparate feudal knights.
There'll be no escaping us now! Attack!
Still, all the world's a stage and all the men and women are merely players. By the way, a new expansion with Civilization 6 was announced. It's a good week for gaming this week, isn't it?
Time for battle has come. But it is not my way to send men into needless peril or throw lives away. Be assured, I will not ask any more of you than I would ask of myself. I ask only that you fight with honor and do not turn your back to the foe. Together then, we will have victory, for such is to my taste and my custom in battle. These rebellious knaves and villains are not fit to breathe the same air as we honest Englishmen. They must all die before dawn comes again. This is a mercy, because they richly deserve the gallows for turning against their betters. God's wounds. I see that our foes are amply supplied with heavily armored troops. Would that we had some men who carry firelocks. We may feel their lack, and so to battle. For my part, I will not die in the company of anyone other than a good Englishman. And I would not die other than with friends and comrades in arms. But this talk of death is premature. Let us say rather that I would not have victory with anyone other than comrades in arms. You men! You Englishmen!
Nice rousing of the men there as you take your hunting club to basically take down some traitors. So, yeah, we're going to have a hunting club. So, you two will go together. Sorry that I can't be bothered remembering all your names. You two go together there. Cool, so we have basically two massive units of heavy feudal cavalry. Merchant cavalry militia... I can't really be bothered using these guys. Honestly, they're pretty poor. They're a poor well, actually, they were quite expensive to hire. But, they're basically, as far as I've learned to my disadvantage, these guys are basically a inferior well, not a feudal knight, but an inferior male knight, if anything, really. So, I'm going to try and just keep them out, really, because I don't like them. But if I need them, they're still there in case, you know, we have a bit of a pinch. Right. Heavy infantry, you're the main line, so you guys just get yourselves up like that. Spears, I'm going to keep you here just in case we have a need for you. In case I try and take the flank, but naturally putting you there means the enemy will probably take a different flank, but then I can just use my heavy cavalry to deter them. Peasant archers, you're here, and just go for fire arrows today. Try and avoid a skirmishing because I'm keeping you close to the front because you guys don't have great range. Alright lads, get yourselves ready for a battle, because the enemy's probably going to come to us because they think they've got an advantage. But don't have an advantage because basically I'm going to just basically kill them with heavy cavalry spam today. So we will wait and see if they come forward. They might choose not to, but luckily the forest isn't too thick, by the way, because we don't really do thick forests in England, allegedly. I don't know. There's some big forests near me, but they're all managed now because, you know, it's all agricultural and modern and shit. So, yeah. Still looks like the enemy is going to make their way towards us, so that's absolutely fine. Hopefully our archers can just try and pick off a couple of our armoured swordsmen, because those guys are pretty damage dealers, but at the same time, they're still a pretty bland, generic unit in a way. They don't really have anything to say make them specialists, so they're just people who try, basically. The peasants, I barely give a shit about, really. They'll march in and try and do something. I think they might have shields. I don't know. And yeah, first archer barrage has basically just gone and started wiping out their archer militia. Let them just get a couple of shots out if they want. I don't think they're going to do too much damage against us, so let them march for now. I'd rather you just basically set fire to some peasants to scare them. And if you were to start basically focusing your efforts on bringing down the armoured swordsmen, they're a much more worthy target. They need to be taking the brunt of the missiles, really. I mean, you know, I don't even bother with the peasants. They'll just retreat as soon as they get into combat with basically anything anyway. Right. Let's get some cavalry moving around because the enemy is pretty much very obviously now making their way towards my main line to basically try and defend themselves. Don't think we've killed off too many of their armoured swordsmen, but some of them are going down, which is always appreciated. Rather take some of them down with our archers rather than, you know, having a full stack of fat bastards taking me down. Cavalry, you know what, don't run it just yet. Let's keep it slow, let's keep it slow. I was just being impatient there. For now, let's try not have an escalation of this conflict, because right now our archers are doing a very fine job in just harassing the enemy. However, their archers are exposed, so I'm going to have you just keep creeping around the flanks, because we need to take those archers down and be ready to deal with those English knights, some of whom are now getting peppered with my own arrows as well. So that's going to give them something to chew on, really. Looks like they've initiated their first charge. Some of the peasants decided to try and harass my general. Let the king kill the peasants if he wants. He's a peasant killer now. Looks like we've also managed to draw the cavalry away with my own cavalry, so that's a... I'm going to play that to my advantage. Spears, get yourselves over to that flank. We may be able to lure him into a trap. Peasants, by the way, they fucking died so quick, so, yeah. They didn't stand a chance. Right. I want you two to bring down the archer militia now that they're basically alone. Archers, hold your fire. You've got nothing more to prove at this moment in time. That being said, while I need to bring down those archers, right now, lads, I need you to go and lend a hand against those armoured swordsmen, please. So, please do whatever you can. They're basically just trying to harass and kill my knights now. You lot, give the English knights a quick engagement. I'm going to bring the merchant cavalry militia in for a quick, sneaky flank. Spears, try and disengage and get yourselves towards the cavalry, please. That's where I need you most right now. Looks like the armoured swordsman broke down and just disengaged immediately. They got nuked by the cavalry, and rightly so, right?
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
How are we doing on bringing down those English knights? They're obviously going to be the tough ones, however, looks like they're already starting to lose their steading.
The enemy general lies dead. We've sent the base cur to hell.
Brilliant, it looks like none of my generals died.
Pursue and run them down.
Yeah, go on, kill them. You need the experienced lads. We need experienced men on this crusade, so at least we'll just get experience with the generals, but you know, that still helps them, makes them more effective in battle. So lads, just enjoy the buffet of death that you have been awarded. Looks like none of our other troops leveled up, sadly, but oh well, you know what, you can't win them all. May as well just try and get some leveled up bodyguards, which, you know, do their job that little bit better and hopefully can stave off death that little bit more, which means we won't have a general who just randomly dies in battle and then ruins everything. Still, that looks like that's just about it for this battle, so good little result there. I think it's time to move on to the main event of the day, which is going to be defending our lands against those pesky
All of
Mongolians.
Christendom will be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Good victory, lads. Less than 50 casualties. Very satisfied with that.
Such is the fate of all who oppose us. This is a brilliant spot to spring a deadly trap, sire.
Yeah, but there's no
An
traps
order.
to be sprung, is there? 'Cause there's no one to trap. Right, good job, men. Do some very brief merges. Basically, next time or next turn, you're gonna be headed off for the
wish.
mainland, or all of you are
Command,
gonna be headed off for the mainland, aren't you?
We're combining into a
And we'll,
huge force, sire.
We'll take some
We
troops
go
out of
no
London.
further today.
Mainly because we might run a bit short of hitting our quota. By the way, oh yeah, there's some Moorish people hanging around
No threat
because,
to your fleet, Sadiq.
yeah, they keep calling me Sadiq for some reason. I don't know why. My name isn't Sadiq. Right, anyway, not a lot we can do in Europe right now. However, we are going to jump down and we are going to go and deal with the Mongols in Mongolian town. Still kind of want to deal with those Dongola rebels, but basically they're too far away right now, and I kind of need to have my troops basically ready on standby. So for now,
Yalla,
Captain Al
sultan
Muiz
wishes you dead.
can live, but you know, just with a caveat that I'll take him down later. Yeah, we've already worked about
Was it your brother I
Kiktu.
killed? You all look alike to me.
Yeah, alright, do your racism later, right. I'm going to have you, by the way, Mr. Spy, you are going to keep an eye on Jerusalem, because I need to work out when I can take that town back. And also just keep an eye on Mongolian movements in general, because I think there's going to start some mass recruitment soon, and that's going to be the issue. However, I'm hoping that the wheels just fall out of their economy, because they must be paying some mad unit upkeep right now.
If you like.
But unfortunately,
I
we
will
don't know.
take your land
Still.
and women, regardless.
Yeah, so he's going to take my lands and my women and all that. So yeah, we're gonna jump in and we're gonna have a crack against this guy, because you know what? If we don't, he's gonna siege us next turn. And yeah, while cavalry is shit in cities, he's got a lot of infantry, and I don't have a lot of men with great holding power, basically. And to be honest, I have this horrible feeling he's gonna join the siege next turn anyway, or he's gonna join the siege next turn. So let's just not leave anything to chance. Let's just get aggressive, bring this guy down, or at least give him a really good clobbering. If we don't quite make it, we'll just have to scramble some reinforcements out of Cairo and Alexandria ASAP in order to try and just help, basically. But all troops,
Orders.
you are to march out and attack order. And, well, those are my orders. Haha! Right, just please, men, come home safely and come home alive.
To war then, sire.
So a balance of power is not in my favour quite naturally, and Order is a superior captain to us. So we actually do outnumber the Mongols, however, which is a small advantage in a way. However, as we know, Order is something of a dreaded man, and he's also known as a Khan's conqueror, which basically means he's known for someone who wins battles. But we'll do what we can. We're just gonna try and help. It's also gregarious, by the way, which means a man of a men, more at home when surrounded by friends than alone on the throne. Alright, that means his troops get extra morale, however, which is going to be a disadvantage to us, because while I want to try and play scare tactics with the Mongols, their morale seems to hold out quite well anyway, apart from their infantry. They don't tend to do too well in battles, and that's really where we can try and break them. If we break their infantry, we can hopefully drive them into a retreat. Luckily, my high amount of spears should be good against deferring their cavalry, and my own cavalry should be able to do it. We'll take lessons that we learned last time from our battle with Cam and Glide. We just got to micromanage like absolute hell in these battles, so let's do it.
This battle belongs to England. Men, to arms.
Nothing good ever comes of violence, by the way, says Martin Luther. Yeah, he does have a point. Look at the elephants.
Units, await my orders.
Alright, lads. It's gonna be a tough battle, I know it is, but let's get you all rounded up in the castle courtyard so we make our plan of attack. So Mongolians are all over there, but I've deployed in a line. I'll probably reshuffle around once we begin the battle anyway. But first is first, we need to get the spear line out, and we're gonna bring well, pretty much all our spears are now of gold standard. We have a few bronze spears, but well, they're just gonna have to grit their teeth really. So I think how I'll do it is we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units of spears. So we'll do them in groups of 4. So we'll have group A here, and none of you are on the walls, by the way. No, we just keep switching on the towers by accident. So right, group A, and then group B, and I'm miscalculating. We actually have 9. So group B gets 9. Actually, you know what? Because 8 of them are gold. So group B, you get that. Spears with less armor, you're going to be a bit of a reserve unit in a way. You're not the best, but I might be able to use you for some sacrificial fodder or something. Tough job, I know, but unfortunately, luck is not on your side. Archers, yep, longbows, we'll get them grouped up. Archer militia, they get up a little bit up close and personal. No skirmishing on the archers, by the way, or at least I need them to stand their ground in a way. Actually, no, do skirmish in case, because this is going to be a battle of intense micromanagement. So I'm going to give them skirmish permissions this time, because if I'm not looking, they need to get themselves out of danger. Ballista, yeah, I want you out quite early as well. Then we've got the Hospitalia Knights, who unfortunately can't get anywhere useful because this game is fucked. Because yeah, I'm just basically creating a crowd now. I don't want to get all these lads nuked by a trebuchet literally once we say the word go. So pop them here for now. They can come out on their own accord. Mailed Knights, they're severely depleted, so I'm probably not going to be able to use them really. They're going to be a last resort cavalry. Dismounted Feudal Knights, you guys will march out, and basically you're going to have a job of trying to bring down any infantry that comes and engages us, but it's really going to be on the spears against it. So let's just get this battle underway. Once more, when it's the Mongols, I can never guarantee victory, but what I can guarantee is a lot of death. Hopefully this time it's a lot of Mongolians getting killed and not too many Englishmen. So let's just get out of here and just get this battle underway. Okay, Group A of spears. Let's start moving up. Because there's a high presence of enemy artillery, we're going to go in loose formations, which means, yeah, the cavalry may be able to weave in and around us. However, we need to make ourselves look bigger as well in order to try and prevent the enemy from flanking us. If we make our line big, it's harder for them to get around it. So, lads, no, let's do it better now. Get in a loose formation. A loose formation. Let's get ready to try and deter some Mongols. Longbows, if you want to get out as well and try and keep your formations loose, you're going to try and just volley off against their infantry. Ballista, I want you to just come out and basically just come out. Start picking off infantry. Get as close as you need to. Hospitals I'm going to bring out later. Right. Reserve spears, you'll come out here. You'll gatekeep, watch the rear flank. If anything tries to sneak around, I want you to spring a nasty surprise. Bring the knights out in a few, and then yeah. I'm gonna let the spears get organised, and then we're gonna let the militia archers out. But for right now, we've got a lot of traffic coming out of this gate, so it's gonna cause a little bit of confusion. So let's just try and get the lads out of here first. Looks like the first few Mongolians are coming though to start harassing us, and we don't have any towers that are gonna help us out. So you know what, peasant archers. Let's get you moving out, and oh yeah, this is what's gonna be the bitch. They've got artillery, and my cavalry is already severely lacking. A few of my archers are opening fire as well, mainly because the Mongolians are bringing everything in already, except they are retreating at the same time. Luckily, their artillery isn't hitting too accurately. However, yeah, this is going to be the problem. We're going to need to get them away from their artillery as quick as possible. Otherwise, they're going to absolutely destroy us. Alright, Knights Hospitalia, I need you out here right now. They've heavily guarded our artillery. However, we may be able to try and make an opening if we can lure their cavalry away. Ballista, they've just opened fire by the way, and it's taken out a couple of the enemy.
Upper hand in this battle.
I know they are, but we must stay strong and we must have valor. We can do it, lads. I believe in you. I really, really bloody do. Right, lads, loosen your formations up and get out of here. We need you to start bringing down these infidels. Right. What have we got going on over here? We've got some Mongolian horse archers being absolute little cunts. Right, bring them down. Oh, they've hit the right moment to retreat. However, let's feign our charge. Pretend we're going for them. Keep pretending you're going for them. And get in there. Go on, before they run away. There we go. Nice engagement, lads. See if you can keep them there and see if you can bring them down. Right, that's our first little victory of the day. Right, how are we doing over here? Well, we're getting absolutely thundercooked by artillery right now.
Something changes in the course of battle, but defeat seems almost certain.
Right, Ballista is doing everything it can right now. Longbows, right, we're starting to get into a position. Right, start targeting their heavy infantry. They're the guys you need to be killing. Lads, good job on bringing down that cavalry. It looks like you got a few of them brought down. Didn't quite bring them all down, but you know what? It's a start. Right, got a lot of infantry still moving out. Hospitalities are on our way. Knights, mailed knights, I might need to call on you. It's because I think I'm gonna need every able-bodied man I have to my disposal right now. Spears, we need to start moving a little bit closer towards the enemy. I think we need to push the line towards them. If we keep pushing, they might panic. We've got more of these pesky archers over there moving in. No point engaging them right now because we just know they're going to run away, because that is the Mongolian tactic, and we've got the other one now. They just sit here mocking us and just zapping us. Right, however, I might be able to use my feigned tactical spot. Lads, charge the rear unit and see if that one falls for it. We're gonna go for a feigned charge. If it works, we've found a way to outsmart these outsmart the bastards. Right. Archers who happen to be peasants, we need to get you moving up and we need to get you engaging. So start moving up. Try not to make stupid column formations because they're daft. What have we got going on here, by the way? Some heavy archers. Right, fully commit to that engagement. You can bring them all down, except now they're retreating again. That was a good attempt though. Their numbers are getting thinner every time we do that. Longbows, you should not be that far out. You have overextended. Spears, same goes to you. Don't overextend. If you do, you're playing right into the hands of these enemies, because that is what I want to do. Get me isolated, and they can easily pick me off with a cavalry or one fell swoop of their horrible lancers. Right, their artillery's calmed down for a minute as well, so we'll take that as a quick blessing. Archers, if you see horse archers coming towards you, I want you to make them their priority target. Exchange fire, because you guys, I think you guys have the accuracy and you have the guts to basically bring down these stupid I mean, look at that. Already slowing them down. You might be able to drive them away if you keep this up. Right, heavy infantry, I need you coming out here, because we're still getting absolutely crapped out by their artillery. However, we're going to just have to do the best we can. Archer militia, get yourselves over here and get yourselves ready to start doing some fighting. Longbows, keep targeting their foot archers, or better yet, target their infantry. Those guys are still armoured and they still need bringing down. and also, yeah, their first few rocket volleys have started coming out, and they are going to cause chaos within the morale of my men. However, there isn't really a lot I can do against them, but yeah, they've still got their artillery very well protected. The general himself is overseeing it. I don't want to bring my hospitaliers out too far, otherwise they're going to get picked on. Hospitaliers, just keep it back for now. If we do win this one and get a chance to have some respite, one of my first ports of call for recruitment is we are going to get more Knights Hospitalier, because we desperately need more cavalry in this army. Alright, lads. Looks like the Mongolians are giving us some breathing space so we can regroup. Archers, by the way, adopt a guarding formation, because I'm noticing you lot keep overextending, and it's something we cannot afford to do in this battle. That could be a mistake that basically causes either victory or most likely defeat. Okay, you lot, form up into a group, and don't mess up your formations this time. Looks like the archers are coming in for round 2. Give them a couple of volleys, lads. I know you got it in you. Well, we got also, they're installed heavy archers, right? Just keep giving them volleys, lads. The more volleys we get in there, the weaker they get. By the way, Matt, how about we light those arrows on fire? I know that they already know what gunpowder is, so we're not exactly terrified by it. Infantry, by the way, loosen your formation up, otherwise you are going to get absolutely thunder-fucked by these. Right, longbows, you're doing that. Right, archer militia, can we start picking off missile cavalry, please? Everyone start picking off missile cavalry. Knights, Hospitalier, look, you know what, we're gonna need to get you moving a bit aggressively, because I'm getting another fucking artillery barrage here. It's absolutely ruining the lives of my dispatch field knights. They just don't have a place in this battle, unfortunately. Right, lads, see if we can get another charge going into those spears. See if we can break 2 of you away and just get you in there. We are bringing a couple of them down with our arrows, but we're not bringing enough of them down. However, right now this rocky terrain might just give them a chance to get slowed down. However, no, it looks like they win this one. Still toying with their prey. This is always the annoyance for the Mongols. They have missile superiority and they fucking know it. They know every advantage they have and they exploit it to the fullest of their abilities. Right, archer militia, get yourselves into a better formation, please, and await further orders. Still have a chance to make this one work. Longbows, what are we up to? Keep targeting their infantry for now, because we're still getting absolutely thunderstruck with arrows. Right, peasant archers, you need to be focusing your efforts on bringing down those archers. I know you can do it. You know what? With those archers, fuck it, let's not even go for fire. Just go for kill shots now. I'm playing for kills now, because if that guy's already a morale booster, we're basically just throwing a bucket of water into the sea. It's not effective. Right, archers, we've got more enemy cavalry archers coming in for attack. Bring them down. Longbowmen, actually, you know what? You lot, target their foot archers. You can bring them down. Lads, don't skirmish this one. You're safe for now, but I need you to be helping. Knights Hospitalier, let's try and get you moving around. We might be able to make something out of you. Right, Mongolians are fighting a war of attrition, and I am losing that war right now, and that is absolutely fucking unacceptable. But it's just so hard to make gains forward. However, we could try and push forward a little bit more now and see if we can try and push them towards the edge of the battlefield. Lads, move the line forward. We're going to go in, because if we don't, my infantry are going to get absolutely fucked. And you know what? If we don't move forward, they're just going to sit here and keep pranging missiles at us. So we're going to bring the line forward now. Archer militia, keep coming forward. Let's see if we can force a hand of the Mongolians now. But archer militia, if you could also try and just start killing off any infantry that you can, that's going to be your prime use. So let's just get you targeting infantry now. You lot, peasant archers, keep moving up. Keep those guys in check. You know what, Hospitaliers? Because our flank's opening up, I want you to come over here, because I think they're going to attempt to flank at some point in the very near future. Right. Heavy infantry are going to move up as well. Right, we're getting closer and closer to our target now. Spears, move forward again. We're going to make them skirmish us. Archer militia, none of you can target them just yet. But you know what? We're going to get aggressive now. Right. Got a few more shots going into these lads. Actually, you know what? They're not fighting back, are they? Why are they not fighting back? Hold the line! They're up to something. Why are the Mongolians not fighting back? Well, you're in that engagement. Right, bring those lads down. Archers, focus your efforts now on trying to ping off a couple of those lancers. We've nearly pushed into their main line. So we've got that advantage. However, I don't like what they're doing right now, and I am suspicious. It's not like a Mongolian just to sit here and just take this arrow fire on the chin. They usually fight back. Well, you lot, yeah, you're going to get absolutely crapped out here. Right.
Only intervention by the Almighty or a military genius can bring us victory from this.
I'm no military genius, however, I will do everything I can to prevent this, and I'm not the Almighty, however, I'll intervene in whatever way I can. By the way, no firing is to go on that infantry. You need to be focusing your efforts now on the main line. Get that main line taken down. Right, a few of our men are retreating, that's because those guys are a bit, So those cavalry actually been sat here harassing us all along. Now they're trying to bring in the lancers to harass me. How about I have a fresh unit there who can come in? But looks like the Mongolians are going to play their hand now. Right, you lot, get moving in. Infantry, look for a way to get around the flank. Hospitaliers, they're bringing their cavalry into flank. Go and say hello to them and stop them. Archers, pull back in case they try and go for it. Right, they're fading their charges again. Alright, keep back. I don't want you to overextend and overcommit because that's how they trap you. Give chase, they'll turn around and zap you. Right. Front line's not doing so well. It's doing everything it can, but it's losing ground rapidly. However, if we can try and get our spears forward, basically all we need to do is, if we can get that lucky kill on the bodyguard, that's how we win these battles. Lads, try, you know what? The Mongolian infantry is trying to win through inaction. Avoid them. If they're letting us pick and choose our targets, I choose my targets to be the Mongolian fodder. Bring them down, and we may start removing the foundations of our army. Some feudal knights, get in there and deal with their infantry, though. You can keep them distracted. Lads, I want every missile we have to target Ballister, thanks for not trying. I want everything firing on that bodyguard. Lads, keep it going. Mailed knights. There's so little you can do, but just do whatever you can. See, if you can chase down something that's running away, do it. The morale of my men's already failing, and the cavalry just sprang their trap. I've got a unit of spears nearby who can assist. Right, spears, regroup, get yourselves back in a battle. Spears, regroup, get yourselves back in a battle.
Pray something changes.
Reserves, I need you in this battle now. Right, hospitaliers, I need you to get intervening now. We're losing ground rapidly. I think all along it was a trap by the Mongolians. They wanted to draw me into their line, and now that they're drawing me into their spider's web, they're bitten with venom. Mailed Knights, somehow you guys are doing it. Keep it going. Archers, they don't need intervention from you. Make your efforts over here. Right, Hospitaliers. Try and get around their flank. Try and bring down anything but spacey infantry. We're losing a lot of ground right now. Lads, let's regroup. Let's regroup and make a plan B. Let's live to fight another day right now. Right, Hospitaliers, just keep the momentum going. Just bring down their heavier infantry. Just go on, you can do it. But right now, we're playing into their hands, and it's not doing us any good. So we need to regroup, and we need to rethink our strategy right now. And I'm losing a couple of my archers. Well, I'm losing my Hospitaliers now. It's bloody cavalry archers, just archers in general. Their missile power is bloody unparalleled. That is what I can definitely say about the Mongols. I thought my missiles were superior, however. That is a title I may need to cede to these fucking hated Mongols. Also letting off more bloody artillery, so that's just not making my life any easier, because once that shit explodes, well, it's not only fatal, it's just ruining the morale of whatever's left of my army right now. Lads, I need you to come back to Gaza. We need to regroup, rethink, re-strategize. Because what do I have left? Well, I have 2 units of longbowmen. Well, 2 units of fucking peasant archers. Right? Peasant archers, regroup. Longbowmen, regroup. And regroup in formations that are fucking sensible, please. All spears, All spears who are not retreating, regroup, make a new line. We still have a chance to win this one, and we might be able to rescue this one from the jaws of defeat yet. However, our position is not... Ballista, by the way, when I say fire on something, come on, I know you guys have range. Do not mock me with that. Archers, you are not going in the right direction. Do not walk directly into the enemy. Get yourselves out of there. You're walking into death. However, I may be able to use you as a distraction. You guys, turn face and keep those guys busy, because they're up to something. There's a skirmishing away. However, if you just try and keep some of them busy, it's time for my army to regroup. Knights Hospitalia, they've been absolutely crapped out by those fucking cavalry archers. They're our issue. We have such a hard time bringing them down. However, without many light cavalry on my own, that's where I struggle. I must ensure that Dongola sends plenty of Hobilars to assist us. They're our best hope against those cavalry archers. Right, archers, just keep it up. Seems like we're keeping the Mongolians in a bit of a scramble, so the more kills you get right now, the better we're doing. Peasant archers, you can bring yourselves up forward a little bit. Ballista, you can sit at the front if you want, because the enemy cavalry does not seem very intent on charging us down. However, just to ensure you're able to hit something. Peasant, oh god, what's coming in now? More fucking horse archers, right. Archer militia, you're nearby. Hold off on skirmishing, because they seem very uninterested in charging.
Half of our men.
Right, that's never a good sign when we've lost half of our men. Right, what's coming on over here? We've got more of these bloody heavy missile cavalries. Lads, target them. Just try and see if we can use any form of missile on them. What's made it back to the city centre, by the way? What can we bring back out? We've got some dismounted funeral knights and we've got some additional spears, right? Lads, just get yourselves out of there and see if you can come back and contribute to this battle. We're gonna fight this one to the end. I've lost one of my ballistas, unfortunately. It's just been burned down by the enemy. Right, just keep doing what you can do with that last ballista. If any kills you get, still contribute greatly to the cause. Looks like the enemy pulled out of this fight as well. Right, that's good. Keep trying to attack. Just try and target and harass our infantry. Get the fire arrows out as well. Just fuck it. We're gonna commit to fire arrows now. We just need anything that's gonna spook the enemy off. What have I got for you guys? Right, you lot, get yourselves over here, please. Looks like my other cavalry's died, by the way. And they're on the run back away, right? What's next on our agenda now? Archer militia, just keep it up. You guys are pretty fucking brave right now. You know, you guys, you other guys with balls of steel. Right, how are we going to do this? I can split my spears into maybe 2 groups at best. So you lot are making the one group, and these lot are making the other group. However, I don't want to charge forward now, because we know it's just a trap, but then again, I have so little choice against the Mongols. But, archers, just fight whatever war of attrition you can. I'm just hoping that the superior armour we bring will help, and the trebuchet's inaccuracy will continue to play as an advantage to us. I don't know what they're trying to hit, but luckily it's not hitting anything too vital to me right now. But these rocket launchers do not help our situation a lot. Right, Hospitaliers, just keep yourselves out of harm's way for now. I'm going to try and find a use for you. Peasant archers, I want to form up there, and I want you to try and just kill those Mongol horse archers. If you can get any good shots on them, get them. What's coming up over here, by the way? These guys seriously just laugh in my face, right? Guys, get in there. Bring them down. That is an insult what they've perpetrated there, and I won't stand for it. Come on, you lot can do it. Got them steady. Just remember, you have good men at your back, ready to take up the mantle should you fail. However, please avoid that failure. Right. Peasant archers. What have we got coming over there? Some more Mongol heavy horse archers. Lads, get up there and screen them. They're coming in for a full-on charge, and I know they are. Oh, they're not. No, they wanted me to bring my infantry over. Lads, pull back. They're trying to lure me again. Oh, those devious Mongolians. They have a plan for everything. Right, archers, just get more shots out there. That trebuchet is luckily so inaccurate. Hospitaliers, get back. You're being targeted. That's what the artillery's aiming for. Oh shit, mate. Oh fucking good it missed. Trying to damage our infrastructure, but it's not gonna work either. I think we're reaching the end of our tether. How many Mongols have we brought down? Nearly half of them are dead. Okay. There's hope for us yet, lads. We've killed half of them. Let's kill the other half of them. Even then, the Mongolians are known to retreat. Right, Ballista, you've done all you can for today. Get yourselves out of a battle. You've lost your usefulness to me. They had a good try at the end of the day. No! That's not what I want to see. I don't want to see artillery getting good hits out on us. Knights, they've nearly made it out of the city. It takes some time, unfortunately, when they get that full retreat done. Alright, lads, just keep the archers' fires coming. Right, what are you lads up to? We need to order every fucking archer we have. Lads, don't overcommit. Remember, follow a Mongolian, you walk to your doom. Right, peasant archers, yeah. Longbows, I know you're exhausted, lads, but you've got to keep this up. Right. Other longbows. Target infantry as well. Good job of making their infantry retreat, by the way. However, don't overcommit. Oh, you've overcommitted and now been paid the price. Right. Archer militia, yeah. They're just getting shots at into the front line of the Mongols. We're whittling away at the core of our infantry. May be able to start bringing the front line forward again. If we could get the spears just a hard charge their lancers, that might be what brings us victory at the end of this long battle. We've nearly got their missiles just down to a nub. However, then they've got their missile cavalry. However, if we bring down the core of their army, they might just retreat. And that's what I just want. I just want them to leave the battlefield outright. Yes, they'll live to fight another day, but at the end of the day, so will I. Peasant archers, you're overcommitting. Just don't go too far out. Just hit what you can. But that trebuchet is already preparing its next target. Luckily their missile cavalry remains on the wings, however. As soon as I go forward, they'll just close in for the kill. That's what always irritates me. Peasant archers, you can't hit anything just yet. However, you maintain your position. If they come close, hit them. Right, what have we got left? I think if we advance forward now, the Mongolian foot archers will just retreat. They're pretty much out of Mongolian infantry. Longbows, all fire. Get it on that Mongolian infantry. Come forward if you have to, but I need that Mongolian infantry gone. More artillery shots coming in. I can't stay in this position forever. I need to move forward. However, at the same time, I need to move forward at the right time. Move forward too early, we'll just hit swaths of Mongolians. Move forward too late, I'll have no fucking troops to move forward with. It's an absolute bloody dime.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
That's exactly what I want to hear. 54% of the Mongolian force is now down and out for the count. Alright, lads. This may be our opportunity to go forward. I want you to... Right. Group A, move forward. I'm losing additional spear troops now, so we've got to move forward. Oh, it's now or never, lads. Start moving forward. Archers, cover them. However, we're going to be super picky in our targets. Knights, if you've made it out of the city, please come and help us. Cavalry, squad up. This is our final charge of glory. Get out there and clean up their archers. We're just gonna move forward. I want you just to skirt round their forces. We're gonna try and target their cavalry exclusively. Bring that down and the Mongolians won't feel so secure in their position anymore. And as you can see, you're skirmishing the archers away. That's absolutely excellent. Right, come on lads. Get in there! Bring down anything that rides atop a horse. And you shall have victory for this day. But they're already trying to scare some of my men away. Come on lads, don't listen to the horror stories they tell you about the Mongolians. We know they're killable. Their heart's out in it today. No. This retreat is the last retreat. I can't regroup and do this one again. I have so few men left. 2/3 of my army has been wiped out in this disaster of a battle. Now they'll move in for the final kill. Lads, listen to orders. Don't overcommit. Just get in there, smash into their front line. I want everyone just targeting the front line now. Come on, lads. Anyone who is not retreating, move the fuck forward. Alright, look at that. The cavalry is braver than the fucking men. Lads, just do what you can, but we are already losing ground.
Our general shames us all. Please battle while his soldiers still fight. May his infamy follow him.
Let his infamy live for now. Alright, lads. Every last man, get in there. We need to do this one once and for all. Archer militia, just start targeting their cavalry. Is anyone else regrouping and wishes to try again, by the way? No. Right. Anyone who goes in the walls now will not be returning to the battlefield. I have lost my patience in this battle. Well, it's not that I lost my patience, it's that we've lost our momentum. Ooh, but that was a good shot from the Mongolians at least. They managed to just kill off their own men. Right, archers, hit those light lancers. Just bring down as many as we can. If they even have the bare minimum of troops to throw at the city, we could try and get a relief force up here and stop them. If we empty the fort and just leave one unit in there, like, even the most minor of relief forces could potentially hold Gaza for a few more turns. That being said, we're in a very delicate state right now, but I think we need to call on the emergency reinforcements now. Archers, keep bringing them down. We just need to hope that other Mongolian army retreats, but they've exerted their terror today. They know everything. They know how to scare my men out of a battle. We'll do better next time, if there is one. We're running out of next time against the Mongols. Every battle we lose is cementing their grip on this land. And every time their grip's cemented, I lose another opportunity to bring them down. And it's making victory slip through my wrists. To think victory was once something so secure, something we were so sure of. And now, we're basically fighting for survival here. It's amazing how our campaign in the Middle East started off so well and now has ended in tatters. Spear militia, so you can get yourselves up there. We're going to fight to the last man. But there is no surrender with the Mongols. They don't accept surrender and we never have any chance of anything further with them. Still, our initial charge into Mongolian infantry. Come on, lads. If you could even just make one unit rout, it was worth it. Come on. They're not going to retreat, they're not going to rout. Lads, get out of there. Move on to a different unit. Bring down the last of their foot archers. Just keep changing targets. How are we doing over here? We're burning down a sufficient number of their cavalry at least. So that's why I want to keep this battle going longer. Lads, if you're not fighting, you're not doing anything useful, come on. I'm also trying to bring down the last of their foot archers as well, so you know that's still a little win for me. Those lads, right, you know what, you lads, they're exhausted, they'd be useless to me even if we made it back to the battlefield. Leave them for now. We have no stamina to keep this battle going, and we have no momentum to keep anything going further anymore. Spear militia, any spear militia who are here, just hold the line, keep the archers defended from any cavalry charges they attempt, but apart from that, they're the only unit I have left. Lads, keep bringing down their archers. It's only a little victory, but you know what? But it's still an infantry unit. They'd be effective in the siege. So let's just make sure we don't have anything good to use. If they're down to just their cavalry, we may be able to waylay them within the city if any men do recover from their wounds. However, that's a prospect which is becoming increasingly more unlikely. And we failed to bring down their trebuchets as well, which is one of the sadder things about this battle. But yeah. And looks like that carry's coming forward for the last charge now. They've sensed victory and now they tend to grab it. Still, spears, give them a good harassment. I know you can do it. Longbows, no retreat now. We're going to bring them down. Archers, just try and keep yourselves steady.
Pray something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Unfortunately, I think at this point, there is no way victory is going to be gleaned from this battle. You know what, if they are going to bring a carry forward. Archers, I need you in a further battle. Retreat into the castle. We need to win this one another day. For now, the Mongolians have taken a horrible victory from us. But we'll return. I'm going to send for a relief force as soon as possible in order to prevent this one from going all wrong. You win this day, Order. But just you pray. A rightful Englishman will come and take your head the next time you meet my armies on the battlefield.
This is no way for a true son of God to behave. My general runs before the enemy, leaving his troops behind.
He tried. However, let's face it, there was little room for victory in his army and his troop. Lads, don't even bother. Get in the city now. The battle is lost. Get all troops in the city. They're coming for us. They're going to try and take the city by storm now, potentially. But if we could get ourselves in the gates now, we may be able to block them out for a little longer. But it did not happen today. That being said, we nearly took out 3/4 of our army. Wasn't enough though. I needed them all gone. Right, here come the last units. Get in the city, lads. And get the gates closed before we come back. And that sharp foot signals my defeat. You win this round, Mongolians. You win this round. I say to you, GG. Both sides fought valiantly and both sides fought fairly. However, the Mongolians outwitted me on this battlefield. And the morale of my men didn't hold up at the end of the day.
This battle is ended, yet there is no victor. Only the crows and worms may claim this day as theirs.
Still, yeah, there were so many losses on both sides, there was no clear winner. My forces may have been shattered and I may not have driven off the Mongolians, however the Mongolians have taken significant losses of their own, with 2/3 of our army now lying dead. This may convince him to retreat, especially if I send a relief force now. But I wanted victory. But at the same time, averting a crushing defeat has merit of its own. Overall, my units performed well. However, I'm very disappointed that some units came away with no kills whatsoever. They will be dealt with in another timeline. However, our archers, at the end of the day, they carried the battle. 148 kills, 227 kills. Some of my spears getting over 100 kills. I mean, let's face it, I wasn't really throwing the best army at them, but every man gave his all. And too many of them paid a price. That is something no man should pay.
Entering woods and preparing to ambush, my lord.
Still, any prisoners the Mongolians took were executed, unfortunately. And we took so few prisoners, I don't think it really counts. Right. We're going to gang up whatever men we have left, and
Sire, my lord.
we're just going to have to await the inevitable now. But
Orders. Sire.
it's looking very precarious for us on this battlefield now. In fact, I will be sending an emergency relief force. Jasper won't lead it, however, because I have no other men to send. However, I need the garrison sending out. Like, just get as many spears as possible. Like, every fucking spear goes, and just leave some of the archers behind. But I don't care if Cairo rebels, if Cairo sulks. I need this force out there now, but they're going to take too long to arrive. However, he may retreat. He'll march now and we'll see what happens. Still, that was a disappointing defeat that we suffered today, and at the end of the day, we don't win every battle, but maybe the next battle on the next episode we'll win. And what will we do next time? Well, next time we're going to end this term. We're going to start putting together our plans for taking on the Milanese. We're going to have to plan our contingency for losing Gaza. And there'll be some other things, I'm sure, here and there, for the end turn always brings a new surprise. So we'll get ready to see what those are. But until then, I do hope you have enjoyed today's episode, my friends, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Have a lovely evening.